Hey.
I look to the moon when darkness reigns around.
My whole life, I always had a head full of big, poofy curls. But I spent my whole life trying to make them do the opposite of what they did naturally. I wanted them to lie down flatter, be less frizzy, be straight, go down, not up. I wanted my hair to be something it just wasn't. And looking back, therein lies my frustration and my first reason for cutting my hair. It's just too much work. Which is true. It's a lot of work. But so is anything you want in life. Making a lot of money, taking care of your body, nurturing a cherished relationship. It's all work. But a cherished relationship, that's what me and my hair had. When I told my mom I cut it, she told me, "You cut off all of your strength." Initially, that pissed me off because I'm like, wow, I'm only strong because of my hair? But reflecting on it, she was kind of right. Because the way I relied on and built a relationship with my hair did give me strength. It was like my signature. How people identified me, recognized me, and even got to know me. Made me feel confident on my bad days and fearless on my best. My hair had its own personality. It kind of had more popularity than I did. I am my hair. But now, instead of it being the star of the show, we get to grow into the spotlight together.
Yeah. Yes. You can't even do it. Because they said Steve is the guy to do it. And you're like, I'm not Steve. I lied. I don't think Steve is the guy. I think you should get up and leave and think about it that way. No, I'm scared. I'm going on. Are you ready? Y'all get the girl back. The girl back? Ready? Don't call me tonight.
Okay, so as I'm sitting here editing, I realized that I need to give you guys a little bit of context. So let's just rewind just a bit. Okay, let's back up to when I first arrived, okay? Didn't get to capture much because this whole day was just a hot mess. Okay, so here's the deal. I show up to a barber shop. You may be asking, why did you go to a barber shop? Well, one of my really good friends got her hair chopped here. And I like the way that they have done all of her different short hairstyles, so I thought, why not? It's cheap, it's accessible, it's down the street, let's go for it. And so I pull up to the barbershop, and this guy right here that you see, yeah, him, he was the one that was recommended to me to get my hair done. No lie, when I walk into this place and he realizes that I'm the one who wants to get my hair cut, and I have my hair out all big and curly, as you can see here. When he realizes that I'm the one and I want to get my hair cut, he literally freaks out. He was like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not cutting your hair. Why do you want to cut your hair? No, you're dumb. You cut your hair, I'm breaking up with you. And I'm like, breaking up? What is happening? The level of testosterone in this room was just at an all-time high, and I wasn't ready for it. So at this point, all the guys are going off on me, like, why do you want to cut your hair? And so I explained to them, look, I decided that I wanted to cut my hair because it's been on my bucket list of things to do that I'm afraid of, and I've been telling everybody that I'm going to cut my hair, and I just want to finally do it. I'm just at the point where I'm tired of saying I'm going to do something and I don't do it. They literally cut me off. They're like, that's dumb. And I was starting to think, like, God, is this a sign that I shouldn't get my hair done? So at that point, I started to like back up into a corner, like, this is not what I should do. Like, I started to feel very uncomfortable. I didn't trust them at that point because they kept hopping me off to each other, like, I'll do it. No, I'll do it. Finally, this guy recommends Steve, and then everybody coincides with him, like, yeah, Steve's the guy. Next thing I know, I'm sitting down in Steve's chair. He's trying to console me, trying to calm me down, and I was like, no guys, at this point, I'm not getting my hair done by you. I do not feel safe. I don't trust any of you guys, and clearly none of you guys want to do my hair, so I'm not gonna let you chop off all of my hair. And so they started to feel bad. They're like, no, calm down, Ma, calm down, like, it's okay, it's all right, like, let Steve do it. Steve got you. So here's where we land. Right, okay, that's all. Roll the tape.
Don't call me like,
You gotta commit now.
once I see the camera, I'm like,
I look so stupid already. It's not done. Oh, it's gonna be so cute.
I should have did this. I'm gonna cuss. Right here. Yeah. Why'd you do that, Steve? I should have come here.
She did it.
Not my boyfriend.
Destiny, affirm me.
It's gonna be so cute. I like short hair. He doesn't. Do you want to record the whole time?
No.
If I'm being honest with you guys, it's actually really hard for me to edit this footage because just getting my hair done at a barbershop, I feel like was a pretty big mistake. And all the testosterone in the room, I think definitely negatively impacts the way I feel about my big chop. If I could do it over, I would never get it done there. But here we are. I did it and it's done. But like when he finished cutting my hair, he kind of left it the way you see it, and I literally started to break out in tears. I was like, I look like a dude. And so he felt really bad, and he went to the back and washed it for me and let me use all his products to curl it up. But I still think the sting from just the experience kind of hurt me a little bit. So here are my regrets. Number one, obviously getting it done at a barbershop. I should have invested in myself, got it done in a salon, got it done right. Number two, the way I discarded my hair. I didn't want to just leave it on the ground like that. I didn't want to throw it away, but the experience was just so traumatic that I just felt like I had very little control, even though I did. But It's just a very weird experience, if I'm being honest with you guys. But yeah, it's hard to rewatch this footage for you, but I know it's important to share my story. So yeah, he tried to leave me like that, y'all. He tried it, but I fixed it out. Hello everybody. I hope that all of you are staying safe, and I know you're here because you want to hear about maybe why I chopped my hair off. You want to see how I did it, what I did, what it's looking like now. Well, this is what my hair looks like right now. I would say this is probably about 2 to 3 weeks after I got it cut. Give you a 3D tour. But anyway, I don't know. I'm going to talk about another video as to why I decided to cut my hair, and I kind of talk about it a little bit in the intro of the video, of which I hope you watched, because it's very personal and I think a powerful message, not just for my personal life and journey, but for all girls with curls. But I do want to kind of just, I don't know, kind of break down the way I feel, because it's probably obvious that I'm not, or wasn't, still kind of not the happiest about my decision to cut my hair. I think definitely after like reflecting back on my hair and seeing just how beautiful it was, one of my friends said to me when I was talking to her about this was, she was like, it looks great, first of all. Everyone keeps telling me, it looks good, like relax. But she said, maybe now this time when you go back out, you will appreciate it. She didn't say more. She didn't say better. She said appreciate it. And I think that's exactly the right way to put it, because my whole life I've always had long, pretty curly hair. There was one time where I did chop it to right here because it was damaged. But more or less, I still had a head full of hair. And I've just always been known as that person. And I think I've never seen myself any other way. I've never seen myself without it. So it's challenged me to, because I think I thought internally that by cutting it, I would be more chic, or I would be prettier, or I would appear more grown. And although some of those things probably hold true, but that this really comes down to styling, which you could do with long hair, it doesn't matter. But I think when I think about it, I was trying to put my insecurities onto my hair. I was trying to use it as the reason as to why I was probably feeling insecure a little bit about my appearance. And if I'm honest, I did feel kind of insecure about my hair. I felt that it looked very messy, made me look homeless sometimes. So I would always tell my friends, I look homeless. And they're like, no, you don't. And I think, obviously, white supremacists. But obviously outside of the black culture and outside of the curly girl culture, it is put on us that our hair is unruly or this or that. And I think even watching that show, the new show about Madam C.J. Walker, that clip, I'll play it.
Sisters, let's talk about hair. They put us down, tell us we're ugly, make us feel ugly. Wonderful hair leads to wonderful opportunities.
Hair is beauty. Hair is power.
But when she says that, it kind of like hurt me, because it made me feel like I felt like I did my culture an injustice after cutting my hair, because I think the reason that I was really cutting it was because I felt that it wasn't chic, that it wasn't professional, in other words. And I felt like, wow, I had such big hair, and I felt like cutting off that bigness, cutting off that loudness. I was doing all of my ancestors. I was doing Madam C.J. Walker a disjustice, and I was like slapping Black culture in the face because I felt like I was trying to assimilate into old white culture of sleek, low maintenance type hair. And yeah, but anyway, I think that this is going to be a learning process for me. And I don't want to come off like, oh my God, girl with long hair, she, you know, now that she has short hair, she feels ugly. Short hair does not equate to ugliness. I have regrets in the reasons as to why I cut my hair. And also I have regrets in the unappreciation of how beautiful my hair is now, but how beautiful my long hair, my long locks actually were. But I am excited to learn my hair from the ground up. A lot of new things are happening for me this time of my life, and I also think, aside from the sad part, there is a very beautiful. This is a very beautiful time in my life, and it's a very beautiful time to have cut my hair. I'm starting a new business. Well, I've started a new business. I am a co-founder and the director of Grounded Self-Care Studios. You can learn more about us in the links down below in the description box. So I'm now a business owner, and I'm also owning the fact that I am also a screenwriter. So I'm just really coming into a new identity, and I think that was also another reason why I cut my hair, was because I felt like I'm in a new stage in my life, and I kind of want to do something that symbolizes that. You know, girls are so dramatic. Cut your hair. But yeah, so it's like both and, you know, there's a lot of reflecting going on. And I think also just the climate of the world right now is really reflective, sad, disarray, and confused, but also restful. So it's just an interesting time in life. Also, I have other news. I moved back home with my dad. But that's another story for another day. So that's why it's kind of loud. But anyways, yeah, guys, this is my hair. I don't know if I'm going to become like a hair girl. But I have done a new hairstyle every single day since I got it cut. But I'm just trying to figure it out. And today, this is like the first time that I've actually got into a hairstyle that I like. I've cried multiple times. But yeah, all right. He's playing music, so I love you guys. Like, subscribe, and check out my new business.
It all depends